So let me start. Let me introduce myself. I am Swati Sinha. Currently, I'm working with Oracle. I have conducted 90 plus trainings and I have 500 plus participants to whom I had given the certification training. And 200 plus are there, which has been given or appeared in the CBAP examination, which is a level 3 examination of IIBA, and approx 100 or 150 was ECBA, and very few of them were of the ECBA. So I think this fresh batch is for just for the ECBA. So I would be explaining you what kind of a questions and everything would be asked. All right, so coming back to me, I'm CBB trainer. As you know, I am Scrum Master certified as well, and I have done Scrum certification on Product Owner as well, that is CSPO. I have total 10 years of experience, and from last 7 years, I'm delivering trainings on the various topics. Sometimes business analysis, sometimes as an agile coach, sometimes as a IIB certification, different certifications. And currently in Oracle, I'm working as a product manager and I'm heading the Oracle middleware projects. Okay. And I had also hosted several webinars on the IIB Hyderabad chapter. Seeing here on the slide. So first thing which we would be covering is the introduction about the business analyst, what exactly the business analysis is, and what this business analysis professional is. Okay. And then I would be giving you a walkthrough of a BABOK V3. What is V3 is also I would be explaining you. This V3 is a version 3 of business analyst body of knowledge, and this has been launched last year September. All right. So from September 22nd, the examination for BABOK on version 3 has got started. And also I would be going through all the knowledge area. We have total 6 knowledge area in BABOK, and I would be going with each and every one: business analyst planning and monitoring, elicitation, requirement lifecycle management, strategy analysis, requirement analysis, design definition, solution evaluation, underlying competency and techniques. So how I designed this course structure is, let me tell you one problem which everyone has faced when we were doing the course on the BABOK V2 was the technique. We had created a very different, class just for the techniques. But this time, what I had done is, what all the techniques that are involved in each and every knowledge area, I would be discussing while giving the deliveries on the knowledge area itself. All right. And also I would be showing you the BABOK. I would be explaining you the underlying competency from the BABOK itself. And some of the points which is not mentioned here, but I would be capturing is that how the examination structure would be. When I say structure, I am telling about how actual mock-up examination will look like. And also I would be explaining you how you need to fill the application form for ECBA. And why this is very important is, let me tell you, most of the time people fail to fill their application form properly, and that leads to the rejection of their application form. And if your application form gets rejected, you cannot sit for the examination, you cannot give the examination. All right, so that's a very crucial part. So I would be explaining you, giving you the example. Instead, I would be showing you that how you need to fill the examination form and each and every steps related to that. And also I would be explaining you that how you need to calculate your total hours as a business analyst. If you had worked as a business analyst, then if you have not worked as a business analyst, then definitely you can put there 0, as ECBA is all about. I mean, it's not just for the people who had experience on the business analyst. It's also for the people who want to switch their career as a business analyst, or who want to, kick off their career as a business analyst. All right. Now, the agenda we have, this is the agenda for this presentation. We will be going to what exactly the business analyst is, who is a business analyst, benefits of certification, what the certification requires, examination, how the application looks like, but filing the application form is something I would be doing at the very end of the complete batch. So that it would be fresh in your mind and you can file your application soon after the batch ends. All right. And also, I would be explaining you the outline, the examination outline and the blueprint. Now, before I start the BABOK version 3 certification things, I would like you guys to understand in detail or keep this in your mind that whatever I would be saying is as per IIBA standards, as per the standards what the International Institute of Business Analysts says, the framework which they had designed. So there could be the cases which you are doing, there could be the work which you are doing, but that is not the standard as per BABOK. All right. So those cases would be there, and those cases are very common. It's trust me, those are very common. What BABOK says is, in your entire life, just 75 to 80% of the time you spend doing the business analysis activity. Rest 20% of the activities are something which is not a business analyst activity, but that is a part of. So, what is business analyst? Can anybody take a lead and explain what, as per you, is the business analyst or business analysis? Anyone? Anyone in the class?
So I was actually looking at the intro class, and also some of the people in my family, they're actually business analysts. So pretty much business analysts, they gather requirements in terms of if they want to, if they want to do enhancements or bug fixes, and then they document that and they report it to the developers, and then developers develop that in their environment, and then it's passed down to the testers, and they test it in their environment, and then that's all I know.
That's perfectly fine. So that's the typical day of a business analyst. That is what a typical day of a business analyst is. So apart from that, do you know that the business analysts are the one who are involved in the decisions or taking the decisions or the initiatives like strategical, tactical, operational. Business analysts decision we all know that they are doing on the project level. But there are the business analysts who take the strategical and the tactical decisions as well. So when I say strategic and the tactical decisions, I'm talking about a business analyst of enterprise level. All right. So these are some of the things which we would be learning in the upcoming upcoming sessions. That what is this enterprise business analyst? Now we know that what business analyst is doing. I mean, some of you might have been aware that what business analyst is doing is what Vaishali says. It's just a normal flow. But what happens before that? What happens when the things come to your hand, when the requirement comes to your hand? What happens before that? Even there are several business analysts who is a part of a pre-project activities. Those are also a business analyst. Those are called as an enterprise level business analyst who hand over all the requirements to the technical business analyst, which in turn again deal with the product owner and all those stuff again comes into the picture, which we would be discussing. All right. But the flow of a business analyst or the job as a business analyst start with making the strategical decisions. Okay, and they are also responsible in order to you might be aware of that they are doing something called as a gap analysis. This is a very buzzword which you will keep on hearing when you would be talking or when you would be discussing or when you would be reading about the business analyst. What is gap analysis? You would keep on hearing this term. So as a business analyst, they are responsible, or you guys would be responsible in order to understand the current state of the organization, that what your organization is doing right now, and what is the goal, the end goal where your organization wants to go. Okay, for an instance, just take a simple example, the day-to-day things. Like we all know that that we have Microsoft, right? You have Microsoft operating system 2010. Let's say Microsoft Office 2010. You guys were having in your system. You are the employee of a Microsoft, and you are building the product of a 2010. It has been launched. You got the feedback, but what you're seeing is when you are getting the feedbacks from outside world that how your product is performing, you're trying to understand that the product which you had delivered, what the current state of it, how much revenue it is generating. Is it generating the same revenue which we were expecting it to do so? If not, then what is your desired value where you want to achieve? How much we are lacking there? Okay. So as a business analyst, you would be explaining the current system, and then you would be saying that what the future state of my enterprise should be, and then you would be designing the solution in order to move from the current to the future state. All right. Any question here? No? Okay. So let me tell you one thing. If you remember in the previous slide, this slide which I was talking about, the underlying competency. Okay. So as a business analyst, when you are moving from the current state to business state, future state, you need to obey, or you need to have several skills that you have to obey, or you have to follow, or you need to have those skills. That is nothing but the underlying competency skills. Okay, and I would be explaining you those underlying competency in upcoming sessions. All right, any questions so far, guys? No. All right, now let's see this part. What would be the benefits of this certification? All right, as an individual, what the benefit you would be getting out of this? The very first thing is definitely your career would be advanced because you would be a recognized business analyst practitioner. All right, that tag would be given, or that tag would be assigned to your last name or the surname, and then definitely it add the value in your CV or a resume, and definitely you will be getting potentially, the higher income for being formally recognized as experienced business analyst professional. You can demonstrate the knowledge of the skills that is necessary for an effective member of a business analyst community. And also you would be getting the information about what exactly the processes are there, how you can implement those processes in your day-to-day activities. All right. And in short, it would help you in, improving your overall performance, complete performance. Right? Now, coming towards the organizational, the very first thing I would say is these days, most of the organization they want a business analyst who are certified. Why? Because their clients want to have a people, or the business analyst who are following the standards. So when your client is asking for the person who's following the standards, you don't have any option other than hiring the one from outside. Okay. So in short, you can say it demonstrate to customer or competitors or a supplier or a staff or investor that you have the people, we are maintaining the people who are following the industry standards. What business analysts practicing. Okay. And it will also demonstrate the commitment to the field of a business analyst, which is increasingly, it is getting recognized as a vital component of any successful project. Recently, some of the organizations like Deloitte, they had contacted the IIBA in order to get some of the trainers from there who can come on every 6 months to give the training to the people in their organization. I mean, this is what the practice is right now going on in India. So this shows that as an organization, if you're following those standards, definitely something which is coming, it It's showing that all right, you are the guys who are practicing, or you're following the standards for whatever the activities you are doing. Okay. Any questions, guys, here on the standard and on the organizational and the individual level? How it will help? Or if you want anything that from me to in order to explain it more further? No. All right. So let's have a quick look on the slide. So these are several levels of certifications of International Institute of Business Analyst. The very first level is ECBA, which is what this station is all about. This is open for everyone, the people who join as a business analyst, or people who are switching to a business analyst, or the people who are having less than 2 years of experience and they wanna have a title, or they want to get a certification, or they want to know the standards of business analyst, then they can also do the ECBA certification. Okay. And then you have a second level of, all right, so let me give you some more important information about this ECBA is this ECBA examination is very easy. All right, you can crack it, you can definitely crack it, is something which I can bet you on this, because the questions that would be asked would be very straightforward. Main thing which you have to keep in your mind is you have to memorize few of the things like knowledge area and their task. But in order to help you in memorizing that, I would be giving you several tools. Those are the public tools. I would be giving you the access of their passwords and everything. I would be giving you for that tool. You guys can use that tool in order to memorize the knowledge areas and everything. So I would be demonstrating that tool here in the class today, and then after I would be sharing the credentials with you guys. You can use that in order to memorize each and everything. Okay. So and another thing is for ECBA, you won't be getting a scenario-based questions. Scenario-based questions only comes when you are going for CBAP certification. Okay, some of the scenario-based questions will come in CCBA, but ECBA is completely on, a straightforward questions would be there. The second level of certification is CCBA. It's for the people who are having 2 to 3 years of experience, or you can say 2 to 4 years of experience, and they want to have a certification done as a business analyst to showcase that you are practicing the business analysis standards. Then you have CBAP. This is a level 3 certification. And this level of certification is for the people who is having more than 5 years of experience, or 7,500 hours they had done a business analyst job. Okay, they can go ahead for CBAB. Then you have CBATL, which is applicable for the people who is having over 10 years of experience as a business analyst. And this is the most toughest examination of IIBA in terms of the certification. It is having all scenario based questions. This is having the mixed of scenario based plus the theoretical, and this one is completely theoretical questions would be there. This is the IIBA website, which you can see here. Okay, and I don't know, I have a login saved here. I don't remember my password. I'm very bad at remembering it. Let's see.
Hey Swati, can you actually maximize the page?
Sorry?
Can you maximize the page? It's kind of small.
Sure. Is it okay?
Yes. Good.
All right. So this is the IIBA website. Let me ping you the URL for this. Here. There you go. So, and this is a website which, and trust me, if you're taking the membership of this website, it would be very useful for you. How it would be useful? Let me tell you that as well. The first and very foremost, the very first thing and very important thing which you guys would be getting is the free BABOK guide for V3. All right. Apart from that, if you're joining as a member there, you would be getting the mails, or you would be getting the invitations in order to join webinars where they would be where there would be so many experts directly from IIBA who would be explaining you, or who would be giving you the webinars on so many topics. I mean, it's a huge thing. It's n number of, just you think of any topic and you can find that in the repository those webinars are there to get you more knowledge on the topic, a particular topic. So those webinars would be available for you. Apart from that, you would be getting access to the library. You have a library here for IIBA. Let me see, where is that? It's somewhere. It's the library. Huh? There is a library. When you're taking a membership, you would be getting a link for the libraries, and in the library, you would be getting the access of so many books. It's not just BABOK V3, but you would be getting the access of different books that you can think of that are related to business analyst. Okay, and not just the business analyst, you would be getting the access of the books related to the project management, the access for the books related to the testing and all those stuff. All right, and this membership would be valid for 1 year, just 1 year. Okay, and not only that, apart from this, what will happen is the examination fees you which you guys would be getting charged would be reduced when you are a IIBA, when you are a IIBA member. I would be explaining you that how much would be the total charge you would be getting if you're taking the membership of this, and if you're not a member, then definitely they would be charging you more. Okay, so I suggest you can go for a membership because it will. Okay.
Alrighty. Thank you so much, Swati.
Thank you.